You need to stop taking others' opinions seriously. This is costing you a lot in this path to come back to yourself, to know your real power as a soul, because you are giving it away every time that thought comes that makes you anxious in front of other people, when you cannot say what you want to say, when you cannot speak your truth. It's another way of denying yourself, of abandoning yourself. And this keeps you stuck in that loop that there's no change. There's that lack of fulfillment of, I don't know who I am, of I need to change. It's another way of not accepting who you are. And that's what we're gonna talk about in this video. So don't forget to subscribe to Powerful Freedom and like this video. My name is Isa and welcome. So you want to be authentic. You want to be your full self with others. You want to be honest, speak your truth, and also with the desire of connect deeper with others. But what they might say about you, it's holding you back. And you see, this is a wound that comes from shame, from guilt. Maybe sometime in your past, in your childhood, you did a wrong thing and you were punished for that, either by words, by judging, by blaming. Um, that shame felt so bad, made you feel bad about who you are. And therefore, now you started to please others so that you can protect that wound. It's you protecting the wound to not feel again that shame of being yourself. So all this reaction, it's caused out of fear of feeling the shame, of fear that you are wrong again, fear that you are being broken. But you see, the wound is still there. So it's really important that you actually do the opposite of what you've been doing, of holding yourself back. I know it's not easy, and I know that there are many layers of how this can actually help you do that without feeling like so triggered by it. So let's talk about that. In Toltec wisdom, we talk a lot about the mirroring technique. So the mirroring technique, it's basically says that whatever you feel or see or think about anything outside of yourself, being a person, being a situation, or even of yourself, it's a mirror of what's going inside your belief system and also your emotional body, all your view of the world, including your thoughts and your beliefs. What you see, it's a mirror of your view of the world. Let me repeat that. Your view of the world, it's created the self-image that you have, the one that right now it's fixed, the one that right now you've been acting from, not saying the thing that you want to say, not doing the thing that you want to do, because you're afraid of others of figuring out that you are bad enough, that you are not good enough, that you are broken. So you need to start to cultivate and apply this mirroring technique, because if you don't say what you want to say because you feel insecure, you feel like you're gonna say the wrong thing, you need to go deeper in the layer, right? How is this making you react to situations? Maybe you feel anxious, maybe you feel uncertain about what to say. So then how do you react to this behavior? You need to be really clear about that behavior that you're developing. Maybe you are shutting down. Maybe you are pleasing others, being a yes woman or man, being a super extra nice person with people. You want them to like you back. You are proving them that you are good enough. You are trying to say the things that they want you to hear. And all this loop, it's draining you constantly, making you doubt about yourself consistently. Eventually, at some point, if you keep doing this loop, you will feel like you don't know yourself anymore. And it's just the cause, the effect of this loop, okay? So when you know what, in which way you are reacting, you need to really know that this is a way of you protecting your wound, protecting your fear. That's protecting your fear. Sometimes this protection looks like, okay, I just submit to accept that I'm not good enough. Oh, I'm not good enough to do this. Or I'm not a social person. I'm not an extrovert or something like that. This is a way to protect yourself because the desire to express is there. But you use this narrative of not being social or something like that because it's a way to protect this wound. Am I, are you following me here? Also, another way it's that you can also just react from a negative place. You react with anger, with frustration. You try to prove people that you are good enough. You tell them all the reasons why you're good enough. You want them to know that you are worth the while to be around with, right? And also another way to protect yourself is being passive aggressive, kind of like saying yes, but with a resentment it's inside. Saying yes because you don't want to create conflict, because you don't want to express what you really are feeling. And each of the ways that you are actually choosing to protect that wound, it's just building up more that negative energy in yourself. More doubt, more uncertainty, more fear, more feeling like you are isolated and alone and that you cannot be understood by anyone. So that's the mirroring technique. You see, when you go down to the what you're protecting, you can understand what is the fear. Are you being afraid of confronting or disappointing others? Are you afraid of getting into a conflict, getting into a fight? Are you afraid of being rejected or being abandoned? Any kind of, and whatever is your fear, go deeper. Apply the rule of face value. What does this really mean? What will happen if I am being rejected? What is the effect of this fear? What is the worst case scenario that can happen? Because that's what you really are afraid. You're not afraid of being not good enough, but you're afraid of something else, that maybe you are unlovable, that people won't have any reasons to love you. And with that being said, you need to see, well, you need to start with yourself. You need to start with yourself. That's when you take that responsibility, the responsibility that you have with yourself. Are you going to be expecting to others to love you, to understand you? Are you are going to be expecting to others to listen to you, to approve you, or to connect with you? Or are you going to connect with yourself because you feel disconnected? Are you going to prove or validate yourself because you feel the lack of validation? So there's, if you create this belief of, okay, I approve myself, and you say to yourself with affirmations, that won't move the needle. You need to take an action. Actions are more than words. An action is a symbol of the confirmation of who you are. So if you're gonna love yourself, if you're gonna validate yourself, your feelings, whatever you are going through, your truth, now you need to go there and express your truth. Now you need to go there and say what you want to say. But you see, if in the past you used to say what you wanted to say from a place of giving the responsibility to that person to love you, the energy was off. All of what you created was more conflict, unresolved conflict. But when you take the responsibility of you loving yourself to express your truth, the energy is super different. And when you put yourself in that situation, when you confront, this is called harmony through conflict, which helps you to cooperate intelligently also with another person. Yeah. Yes. So harmony through conflict. You allow yourself to confront by saying your truth, by saying what is not right. Not because you might be successful or not, because you might be loved by the other person. First, because you are loving yourself or approving yourself. And then what you need to know is that you want the experience. You want the knowledge that you're gonna get from this situation. Maybe if you say your truth, maybe you're gonna get an opinion back, a comment back. So that's gonna be really helpful because that might trigger you a bit more. That will make you feel other things. And those things that trigger you are talking about the things that you cannot see from yourself. That gives you a lot more of information to listen to yourself and get really honest with you. Oh, yes, I mean, I'm being insecure in this. I was not being honest in that. You know, it's the opportunity for you to actually bond stronger with that relationship that you have, or even that situation that you're afraid to do. You see, it's an opportunity for you to come back deeper with yourself and remove those beliefs that will surface, that were frozen, that are acting behind you and you don't know. Confrontation, harmony through conflict, brings you a lot of the things that are inside of you. Actually, the best way to heal yourself, to heal your wounds, is as if you take action. But first, you need to mirror. This is a part of stalking yourself, or also called not doing, a Toltec technique. Okay, and yeah, this is very important because then you will be more of that person who you need to be, who you want to be. You will be more open, more confident in you and expressing your truth, in you in being and dancing and singing and saying the joke that you want, in proposing what you really want to, um, in negotiating in the way that you want. You have a choice to create the life that you want, but of course you need to take others in count, right? Um, if you don't listen to yourself first, if you don't use the principle of mirroring and accept your shortcomings, then you cannot also accept the shortcomings of the other person, and then there cannot be cooperation with anyone. So if you allow yourself to first listen to yourself first, to listen what are your shortcomings, and from those shortcomings to empower yourself, then you can cooperate with life and with other people, because now you can listen, you can accept. If you accepted yourself, now you can accept another, and that's when the harmony it's created. You see, it's all this exercise will actually help you to not care about what other people think about you, because it always starts from what you want. I mean, we are human beings and we are here to interconnect with life, and it's just a desire of the human, but it's this belief that makes us believe that in order to connect with life, we need to be liked by life. And I'm gonna be honest with you, life will not like you back if you cannot like yourself. At least I'm talking about the relationships and the society. How can someone like you or live with you if you cannot like yourself or live with yourself? And to like yourself, you need to accept what are your shortcomings, your wounds, your insecurities. But this has a lot of power, and you can start right now to apply this. Okay, so this is the video for today. And if you liked this video, please hit the like button, support my channel, subscribe. My name is Isa, and I'm a soul purpose guy that I use Toltec teachings, also other combination of spiritual practices. If you are interested in learning more about how you can work with me, you can find the link below. And yeah, looking forward to see you in the next video, and you can find it right here, and don't miss it out. Okay, have a beautiful day.